Right. So we've got YM14 OHU. The vehicle is in because the aircon. Aircon fan doesn't seem to be working, according to the driver. Just test it now. Show you, mate. Yep. Ignition on. So this is the switch. You can see there, it's all the way on. And there's no fan. Next to blower, so you can. Nothing's happening. Off. On. Nothing's happening. So now I've done that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to strip down the vehicle. When I strip down at the dash, it's behind here somewhere is the aircon module or aircon fan. So I strip it down. I don't know where I'm going to put my phone. So yeah. I'm going to strip that. I'm going to put it on time lapse until I'm ready to start diagnosing it properly. We'll put the computer on, but there's nothing on dash, so there'll be no stored faults. Just show you that. So it'll just be a waste of time. So like that. No. No messages regarding aircon. So there's nothing stored in the system, and it's just a simple on and off. It works off different voltages. It's a live and a neg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it down just to make sure that it's got its voltage down to it, that its earth's working correctly, and then I'm going to test the fan itself, and that should determine whether there's a problem, whether the fault is within the wiring system, the ECU, or the aircon fan, because there's no fuses, no solenoids, no relays that work on the system. It's just ECU down to the fan. So yeah. Right, so we're here now. This is the motor. I'll run it once again. Now that we can. So that's the motor. What I'm going to do to test, make sure there's something going down to it. Let me just set that back up there. Right, so this is the fan. So what I'm going to do is plug for it, a bit fucking awkward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the voltage to there. It goes from directly from this plug to the control unit. So it's just literally these two wires to control the unit. There's no fuse, no relays. So yeah, I'm gonna put check voltage there, put power probe through with that, and that should tell me whether the fan's knackered or whether there's a problem elsewhere. So I'm just going to get my multimeter. So multimeter there, set to up to 200 volts direct current. As it's a 24 volt system. So I'll try to set this up so that you can see it as it happens. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll show you anyway. So ignition on. So I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blowers onto full. Show you that. So that is now full. Yeah, you can see that. So they're on. I'm going to test it there. So let's make sure we got 24 volts. So there you go. There's your voltage. It's a good sign. So we'll turn it down a couple of notches. You got 16 volts. So that tells me I'll turn it down another notch. Yeah, 14 volts. So that tells me that the ECU is doing its job properly. But obviously we've got to check the fan anyway because there's nothing to stop. There's nothing to say that both things can't be at fault. So what's happening in there is that the nozzle is telling the ECU how much voltage to put through to the motor so it spins at different speeds. As there's no control unit or solenoid relay telling it to work at different speeds, it just runs straight off a control unit. That's why we got the different voltages. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Power Pro. I might have to use Chris's, because it's a little older this one. And I can go straight off at cigarette lighter. A 24 volt one if you can see that. So maybe into batteries. Because it looks in it, that won't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a spare terminal for that, so that I can put it in there. It'll just be 1 second. Yeah. Right. I don't think this cigarette lighter works. I think I'm going to have to go for batteries at back, so that should be a sec for that. Just go sort that out. So plug this onto the batteries at back. So it'll be momentum. So power probe set up now. So what I'm going to do is put these in there for better contact. So I know there'll be a circuit because that should light up green when it's in both. I'll just put the neg on. So yeah. Like that. So yeah, absolutely nothing's happening. That'd tell me. The green light means there's a circuit. I'm putting 24 volts into it. And the fan's not doing anything. That tells me that fan's packed in. Just make sure. So there. If there's a crosshairs, it beeps. There's this. Yeah, look. You can see it's slightly green. That means it's good. That means I've got a circuit. that's putting a live to it and nothing's happening. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit a new, I'm going to wait for the new fan to come, fit that, put it through time lapse fitting it, and then we'll see how it's looking then. Right, let's stop video. Right, so new fan's fitted, plugged in, so I'm just gonna check it. Put you back up there. I'll tell you at stages. So the ignition's on. There you go. You can hear it going. So that's on. That's on maximum. So I'll turn it down now. So I'll put it halfway. And as you can hear, change fault, diagnosed, rectified, thank you.